Well, what's up, friends? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Just finished dropping off my buddy David Wiley. Shout out to him for coming over and taking care of cooking and everything else, and helping to make it a little easier on me. I realize I actually do have people. I've got my wonderful wife who is taking time out of all the other things that she's doing to help get the channel membership stuff together and learn the system and help take care of that, because it's just too much to try and do as one individual as things have grown. And it's a lot easier that David comes over and takes care of getting the stuff and is cooking some real good stuff. So I appreciate him, as well as appreciating you guys. So we are now 7-3. We've lost 2 of our last 3 games, and we got a whole bunch of y'all that are jumping off the ship right now and talking about Dak is trash and we're trash and Kellen Moore can't coach and we suck and everything else. And let me just stop right there for a second. It was a bad game. Bad game. Well, no, let me stop there. It was a bad game for the offense. I actually got to give a shout out to the defense, because the defense, Pat Mahomes never got in the end zone. Pat Mahomes had well under 300 yards. Pat Mahomes was forced into 2 turnovers, and the defense held Kansas City to 19 points. That's 2 points less than their season average of points given up. The defense did their job. Unfortunately, the offense just wasn't there. And if you're asking me the problems with the offense, well, let me change this a little bit. What's happened this year, because we have lost so many players, it's given you an opportunity and a perspective of who needs to stay and who needs to go. We saw life with Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb without Michael Gallup. The debate had been, Michael Gallup, maybe we just go ahead and sign Michael Gallup, make him the number 1 receiver, and we let Amari Cooper go. Because Amari Cooper, he's always injured. He's a bum. We can just take Michael Gallup and put him at number 1. Well, when we had when we had Amari Cooper healthy, without Michael Gallup, the offense was number 1. With Michael Gallup this week, and maybe the sample size is a little too small without Amari Cooper, they were not the same. And here's the thing, it's not just Michael Gallup. CeeDee Lamb having all the focus on him being the guy wasn't quite ready to be the guy. Amari Cooper truly makes everybody else better around him. And this is the thing that people think, that I keep using the example of Alvin Harper, who his last year in Dallas was averaging 24 yards a catch. Yeah, 24 yards a catch. But when he left and went to Tampa Bay, without having the Michael Irving out there and the Jay Novacek and Emmitt Smith running and Troy Aikman throwing, dropped 11 yards down to 13 yards and was nowhere near the same guy. Well, that's the same thing for Michael Gallup and CeeDee Lamb without Amari Cooper. And for the Cowboys, there's a reason why I'm doing this video now, so you can't see me cry, because I'm crying, man. I'm crying. I wanted to be Kansas City so fucking bad, man. With Michael Gallup, he's a free agent at the end of the year. And I'm sure he's going to command about $12 to $14 million a year. The Dallas Cowboys are broke. We're over the cap. And we're going to have to make some hard decisions on a bunch of guys that, whether or not we're going to be here. And one of those is, at minimum, 1 of 2 guys have to go. Because we have a lot of free agents that we really do need to re-sign. And with us being well over the cap, Tyron Smith, I believe, is a $17 million cap hit next year. Lyle Collins is a $15 million cap hit. And here's the problem, I think, on the offensive line. A, Tyron Smith is the alpha dog and literally is the keystone for the Dallas Cowboys offensive line. When he goes and can set that edge, we're great. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But the problem with Tyron Smith is long in the tooth and breaking down. And we don't really have that swing tackle that's ready to be able to take over like Tyron Smith. Now, Terrence Steele has played admirable at right tackle, and quite frankly, I think he's a natural at right tackle. Looking at Lyle Collins, and I've got to really go back through and look at the film. Lyle Collins, who missed all of last year because of the hip injury, which technically they said was because he was overweight. And then this year, with missing the 6 games with the suspension for the failed test, and looking at his play thus far, I'm not sure he's worth $15 million. And maybe it is that you end up taking Terrence Steele and you have him back at right tackle, and Lyle Collins is gone. But the bigger thing is you have to start thinking about the replacement for Tyron Smith. The old saying is your best ability is your availability. And Tyron Smith, it was one thing when it was just 3 games a season. Last year, he only played 2. And right now, we've missed 3 already. And we don't know how bad it really is. They say he's close, and maybe he'll play this week. But for how long? Is he going to be able to make it the rest of the season into the playoffs? And not having that known whether or not you're going to be able to play him, and understanding how the offensive line really just got beat down. It just got destroyed. And this is where we got to start thinking about getting that guy. So the Cowboys look like they're already going to be $13 million over the cap next year. You got guys like Keanu Neal or Jaron Curse, Randy Gregory, maybe Connor Williams. I don't know if they want to keep him or not. But you have so many free agents. We have like 30-something. Some of those will let go, and maybe you get a compensatory pick if it's Michael Gallup. I'm sure he signs a big contract, and maybe you get a 4th and possibly a 3rd. You got your Randy Gregory. If you let him go, I can guarantee you that you'll get a 4th at least for him. But he's going to be a guy that's going to command probably like $14-15 million too. And one more thing about Michael Gallup is Michael Gallup had the opportunity tonight to be the guy. And with CD gone and Amari gone, it was kind of meh. Overall, the Cowboys couldn't take advantage of the takeaways. They couldn't block and set the edge. They really didn't open up holes for Zeke and Tony. And it was just one of those bad games all the way around. But, sorry for yawning. Somebody made fun of me yawning, but I just don't sleep at night. My body just, I can't get comfortable. And I'm tossing and turning all night long and having to get up and move around. So forgive me for yawning, but I am tired. It's like one of those things, it's like I want to sleep. I just can't get there. The Cowboys don't have time to cry over this game. In fact, they probably are getting on the plane right about now. They need to forget this one and start working on the Raiders. Tomorrow's already Monday. The game is Thursday. You don't have time to cry over spilled milk. And the reality is, if they can get a victory against the Raiders on Thanksgiving, then they're going to be in a much better position because, well, there's only one team with a better record than them. less losses, and that's the Arizona Cardinals, and you play them. The Green Bay Packers, well, guess what? They lost to Minnesota, and Aaron Rodgers hurt his leg. So he may be slowed down some in the very near future. The Rams, of course, just got beat last week by the 49ers. Green Bay has to play the Rams, and the Rams also have to play the Cardinals. So all of those guys are going to be like a circular firing squad going against each other. Somebody in there's got to lose. You get a win against the Raiders, you're back on track. And that's where we are. I know you Eagle trolls are all of a sudden feeling yourselves and swear that you're going to go on a run and win out. Well, good luck to you guys. Washington, congratulations on beating Cam Newton. I thought Cam had the momentum. That's a guy that you guys should actually brought in, and maybe if you had, you guys would be singing the playoff tunes. Okay, good people. Oh, man. I could take a nap right here, right now. But got to get back home, get everything put away, do my fireside chat. As always, though, I appreciate you guys for being here and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Have a good night.